Manifesting multiple things at once might seem daunting, but it is completely achievable with the right focus and mindset. Our inner world has the power to project our desires into reality, but it requires an aligned approach. Here's how you can do this successfully. To manifest multiple things at once effectively, the first and most crucial step is to clarify all your desires. Imagine standing in front of a blank canvas, ready to paint the picture of your ideal life. You wouldn't simply splash random colors and hope for the best. Instead, you'd visualize each detail, each stroke, and the precise colors you'd use. Similarly, when it comes to manifestation, clarity provides the blueprint for your subconscious mind to follow. Without a clear and specific vision, your intentions become scattered, making it difficult for the universe to understand what you are asking for. Begin the process by taking a moment to connect with your inner self. Set aside some quiet time to reflect on the different areas of your life where you wish to see transformation or growth. These areas could include your career, relationships, health, personal development, financial goals, or any other aspect that holds importance for you. As you ponder each area, ask yourself, what do I truly want? What does my heart yearn for? Often we find ourselves carrying vague or surface-level desires, shaped more by societal expectations or external pressures rather than our genuine aspirations. Dive deeper to understand what resonates with you on a soul level. Once you've given this deep thought, start writing everything down. The act of writing brings your desires from the abstract realm of the mind into the physical world. Use a journal or a dedicated manifestation notebook to list each desire clearly and specifically. Instead of writing something broad like, I want to be successful, define what success looks like for you. Is it achieving a particular position in your career? Is it having the freedom to travel the world while working remotely? The more specific you are, the better your subconscious mind will understand what to work toward. When describing your desires, include as many vivid details as possible. If one of your goals is to buy your dream home, don't just write, I want a house. Describe the location, the size, the architectural style, the color of the walls, the layout of the rooms, the view from your bedroom window, and even how you'd feel waking up in that space. Envision the ambience. Is there a garden where you grow flowers? Do you have a large kitchen where you prepare meals for friends and family? These sensory details will make your desires feel more real, and that heightened sense of reality will strengthen your manifestation efforts. While listing your desires, it's also essential to prioritize them. This doesn't mean that some desires are more important than others, but rather that you give some thought to how different manifestations may complement or affect each other. If you're manifesting both a new job and more free time for your hobbies, consider how these desires can align harmoniously. Think about the sequence of events or the way different manifestations can support each other rather than conflict. When you have a clear and prioritized vision, it's easier to direct your energy efficiently and avoid feeling overwhelmed by the number of things you're manifesting at once. Visual aids can also enhance this process of clarification. Create a mind map where you list each desire and branch out with the details that define it. This visual approach can help you see connections between different desires and understand how they fit into the bigger picture of your ideal life. Using visuals can also make the process more engaging and fun, turning it into an exercise of co-creation rather than a mere to-do list. Remember to ask yourself why you want each specific desire. Understanding your motivation can bring you even more clarity and deepen your emotional connection to your intentions. For example, if you're manifesting financial abundance, reflect on the reason behind it. Is it to experience more freedom? Is it to support your loved ones? When you know your why, your desires become infused with purpose, and this sense of purpose can amplify your manifestation power. It also helps you weed out desires that may not be truly aligned with your higher self, making your overall vision more authentic and aligned. Be open and honest with yourself throughout this process. Sometimes you may discover that you have conflicting desires, and that's okay. The purpose of this step is to gain awareness and sort through your intentions until you have a clear and coherent vision. If you're unsure about a particular desire, don't rush the process. Give yourself the time and space to explore it further, either through journaling, meditation, or simply letting it unfold naturally in your mind. When you have a refined list of desires, consider assigning a feeling or emotion to each one. Emotions are the language of the subconscious mind, and attaching an emotional state to your desires will make them feel more tangible and achievable. For instance, if one of your desires is to start your own business, Think about the feelings you'll experience when it becomes a reality. Is it a sense of freedom, pride, excitement, or empowerment? Anchor these feelings within you so that they become a part of your daily emotional experience. Another crucial aspect of clarifying your desires is being mindful of your language. Use positive, affirming words when describing your goals. Avoid phrases like "I don't want to struggle financially," and instead focus on what you do want, such as "I am enjoying financial abundance." Your subconscious doesn't differentiate between positive and negative, it simply responds to the images and feelings you feed it. Therefore, keep your language affirmative and focus on what you wish to create, rather than what you want to avoid. Revisit and refine your list periodically. As you grow and evolve, your desires may change, and that's perfectly natural. Manifestation is a dynamic process, and your vision should reflect your current dreams and aspirations. Clarifying your desires is not a one-time task, it's an ongoing journey of self-discovery and alignment. To manifest multiple things at once effectively, one of the most powerful techniques you can use is to feel each desire as if it has already been fulfilled. This concept goes beyond simply thinking about what you want or daydreaming about future outcomes. Instead, it's about cultivating a deep, emotional experience in the present moment that matches the reality you are aiming to create. Emotions are the secret language of the universe, and they carry the vibrational energy that helps bridge the gap between your desires and your lived experience. Imagine for a moment the power of your emotions. When you feel genuine excitement, joy, or love, your entire body responds. Your heart beats a little faster, your energy levels soar, and you might even find yourself smiling or laughing. These feelings are incredibly potent and send out a signal to the universe, much like a radio station broadcasting a specific frequency. To manifest your desires, you need to tune into the frequency of already having what you want. This is how you align your energy with the outcome you wish to experience. Start by visualizing each of your desires in vivid detail. Close your eyes and place yourself in a scenario where that desire is fully realized. If you are manifesting a dream job, imagine yourself in your ideal workspace. What does it look like? What kind of people are around you? Are there windows with natural light streaming in? How does your desk feel under your fingertips? Take a moment to feel the excitement of being in this perfect environment where your career is thriving. See yourself completing meaningful work that brings you fulfillment and purpose. Now, more importantly, notice how you feel. Are you filled with pride, enthusiasm, and a sense of accomplishment? To deepen the emotional connection, engage all your senses in your visualization. Smell the fresh coffee brewing in your dream office, or feel the warmth of the sun as you walk into the building. If your desire is to manifest a beautiful relationship, imagine being embraced by your partner, feeling their warmth and the comfort of being loved unconditionally. Listen to their laughter, and notice the sense of security and joy that washes over you when you are together. The more vivid and sensory-rich your visualization is, the stronger the emotional response will be. It's not enough to simply think about these scenarios. You must let your emotions flow freely and genuinely. This is where many people make a mistake in their manifestation practice. They may create a mental image of their desires, but fail to engage with the emotional aspect, treating it as an intellectual exercise rather than an immersive experience. To manifest effectively, you must generate emotions that feel as real as if the desire has already manifested. Your body and subconscious mind need to believe you are already living that reality, and emotions are the key to convincing them. Consider using anchoring techniques to solidify these emotions. An anchor can be a physical gesture, like placing your hand on your heart or closing your eyes and taking a deep breath, that helps you reconnect with the feeling of having your desire fulfilled. For example, if one of your desires is to live in a beautiful, peaceful home, visualize yourself in that home and feel the serenity it brings. Once you're fully immersed in that feeling, press your hand gently on your heart. Each time you repeat this gesture, it will serve as a reminder of that emotional state, helping you access it more easily. Consistency is vital in this practice. Make time every day to engage with these feelings, even if it's just for a few minutes. The repetition of feeling your desires fulfilled will create new neural pathways in your brain, essentially training your mind to expect and welcome these realities. Your subconscious will start to work in harmony with your conscious desires, opening up opportunities and guiding you toward actions that align with your goals. You may also find it helpful to practice scripting, a technique where you write out your desires in the present tense as if they have already happened. Start each entry with phrases like "I am so grateful now," that, or "it feels incredible to be." As you write, allow yourself to experience the joy, relief, or excitement of living your desires. Feel your heart swell with gratitude, and let that emotion linger. This practice not only clarifies your desires, but also reinforces the feeling of already having them. If you ever find it difficult to conjure up these emotions, try thinking about something you've already manifested in your life. Reflect on how you felt when you achieved a goal, received something wonderful, or experienced a moment of pure happiness. Use that memory as a springboard to tap into the feeling of fulfillment. Remember, your subconscious doesn't differentiate between real experiences and vividly imagined ones. What matters is the intensity of your emotions and how deeply you can feel them in your body. It's important to be mindful of any resistance that arises while doing this. Sometimes doubts, fears, or limiting beliefs may surface, telling you that your desires are too far-fetched or that you don't deserve them. Acknowledge these feelings without judgment, but don't let them take center stage. Refocus your attention on the joy and excitement of having your desires. You may need to practice self-compassion and remind yourself that you are worthy of everything you're asking for. Feeling your desires as if they're already fulfilled also requires trust. You must believe, at your core, that the universe is working in your favor, even if you can't yet see physical evidence. This belief generates a sense of ease and confidence, allowing you to let go of desperation and anxiety. Instead of trying to force your desires into being, you can surrender with the knowing that they are already yours energetically. When you truly feel that your desires are already fulfilled, you shift into a state of allowing, where manifestations flow to you with less effort and more grace. Consider incorporating gratitude into this emotional practice. Gratitude is a powerful amplifier that enhances your vibrational frequency. As you visualize your desires, express sincere gratitude for having them. Imagine the feeling of saying thank you to the universe for the blessings that have entered your life. This act of gratitude not only solidifies your manifestation, but also keeps your heart open to receiving even more abundance. Creating a vision board for multiplicity is a highly effective method to visually represent and amplify your various desires. Unlike a single focused vision board, which may only emphasize one primary goal or dream. A vision board for multiplicity allows you to align and manifest multiple aspects of your life simultaneously. The process of designing and interacting with this board helps bring clarity and focus to your intentions, engaging your subconscious mind and setting the stage for powerful manifestations. The first step in crafting your vision board is to gather the necessary materials. While it's possible to create a digital version using apps or software, using physical materials can engage your senses in a more tangible way. You'll need a sturdy board, magazines, printed images, scissors, glue, and perhaps some markers or decorative items. The act of physically cutting, arranging, and attaching images can create a stronger emotional connection to your desires, making your vision board even more effective. Before you begin assembling your board, take a few moments to set a clear intention. Reflect on the various areas of your life you wish to transform or improve. This could include aspects such as career, relationships, health, personal development, financial abundance, travel, or any other dreams you hold dear. The key is to be intentional and thoughtful, allowing your desires to come to the forefront of your mind. With your list of desires in mind, envision how they all come together to form a harmonious and fulfilling life. Remember that each desire should reflect your deepest aspirations, not what society or others expect of you. Next, begin searching for images, words, and symbols that represent your desires in vivid detail. For a vision board for multiplicity, ensure you have representations that are meaningful and emotionally resonant. If your goal is to own a beautiful home, look for pictures that evoke the feeling of comfort and joy you envision in that space. Perhaps you find an image of a cozy living room bathed in natural light, or a sprawling garden with vibrant flowers. If one of your desires is to travel to a dream destination, include images of that place, whether it's the turquoise waters of the Maldives, the historic streets of Paris, or the serene mountains of Japan. The more evocative the images, the more they'll connect you to the emotions of already having those experiences. Words and affirmations can also play a crucial role on your vision board. As you sift through magazines or browse for printable words, choose ones that inspire and uplift you. These could include words like abundance, joy, freedom, or love. Phrases such as "I am thriving limitless possibilities" or "health and vitality" can also be powerful reminders of what you are manifesting. Be mindful of the language you use. It should be positive, empowering, and focused on what you want to attract rather than what you wish to avoid. For each image or word, pause for a moment to feel the energy of that desire. Imagine it already being part of your life, and let the emotions of fulfillment and gratitude wash over you. Once you have a collection of images and words that resonate with you, it's time to arrange them on your board. This step is about creating a visual representation of your ideal life, with each section of the board dedicated to a different desire. You might divide your board into quadrants, each representing a different area of your life. Or you could create a more fluid and interconnected design, where all the images and words blend seamlessly. If you're manifesting multiple desires, be mindful of how each one fits into the bigger picture. For instance, if you're manifesting financial abundance, consider how it supports other areas like travel, personal growth, or family. Arrange your images in a way that feels balanced and aligned, ensuring that no desire is overshadowed by another. Adding symbols or visual metaphors can deepen the impact of your vision board. Symbols like hearts for love, trees for growth, or a mountain for strength can carry layers of meaning that resonate on a subconscious level. You can even create a central image or symbol that represents your overall vision for life, serving as a focal point that ties everything together. Personal photographs can also be a valuable addition, especially if they evoke powerful memories or emotions. A picture of yourself smiling and happy, for instance, can symbolize your commitment to living a joyful and fulfilling life. As you create your vision board, infuse it with energy and intention. Every image you place and every word you glue down should be done with a sense of purpose. Think of this as a sacred ritual where you are actively co-creating your reality with the universe. You are not just making a collage, you are building a map to your dreams. This mindful and deliberate approach will help you form a stronger connection to your vision, making it easier to manifest your desires. Once your board is complete, choose a location to display it where you will see it frequently. The more often you engage with your vision board, the more its energy will work on your subconscious mind. Each time you look at it, take a few moments to immerse yourself in the feelings of already living your dream life. Run your fingers over the images, say your affirmations out loud, or close your eyes and imagine yourself experiencing everything depicted on your board. This daily practice will anchor your desires into your consciousness and reinforce your manifestation process. It's important to make your vision board dynamic and adaptable. As you grow and your desires evolve, you may feel the need to add new images or remove old ones. Don't hesitate to refresh your board to reflect your current goals and dreams. Manifestation is a fluid journey, and your vision board should feel like a living, breathing representation of your ever-evolving aspirations. Making these adjustments keeps your energy aligned with what you are actively working to manifest and maintains your excitement and commitment to your vision. Another powerful way to engage with your vision board is to incorporate visualization exercises into your daily routine. Spend time each morning or evening in quiet reflection, using your vision board as a guide. Allow your mind to drift into a vivid sensory experience where you feel the joy, peace, and excitement of each desire coming true. This practice reinforces your intentions and keeps your vibration aligned with the energy of abundance and fulfillment. Remember to keep the process joyful and inspiring. Creating a vision board should feel like an act of self-love and empowerment, a time to connect deeply with your dreams and celebrate the endless possibilities that life offers. The emotions you generate while working on your vision board will set the stage for manifesting your desires with greater ease and grace. As you return to your board each day, let it remind you that you are worthy of every dream and aspiration you've so lovingly depicted. Mastering the art of detachment is a crucial step in the manifestation process, especially when you are striving to manifest multiple desires at once. Detachment does not mean you give up on your dreams or that you stop caring about what you want. Instead, it is about letting go of the intense need or desperation to have your desires fulfilled in a specific way or within a certain timeline. It's the practice of releasing your expectations and trusting that the universe will deliver your manifestations in the best possible manner. At the core of detachment is the concept of surrender. When you detach from the outcome, you surrender control over how and when your desires will manifest. This can be one of the most difficult aspects of manifestation because it challenges your need to manage or predict everything. But the truth is, when you become overly attached to your desires, you send out energy that signals lack or fear. You may begin to worry about whether your manifestations will ever come true, which inadvertently pushes them further away. Detachment helps you to stay in a state of trust and positive expectation, free from the anxiety that arises when you feel you have to micromanage the universe. To master the art of detachment, start by examining the reasons you feel so strongly attached to your desires. Are you seeking validation, security, or happiness through external achievements or relationships? When you become aware of these underlying motives, you can begin to shift your perspective and recognize that true fulfillment comes from within. Understand that your desires are meant to enhance your life, not complete you. The more you realize your intrinsic worth and joy independent of external circumstances, the easier it will be to let go and trust the process. Another powerful way to cultivate detachment is to develop a deep sense of trust in the timing of the universe. Remind yourself that the universe always operates with perfect timing, and that what you desire is either on its way to you, or something even better is being prepared. This trust can be reinforced through daily affirmations or mantras that focus on divine timing and abundance. For example, you might say to yourself, "I trust that everything is unfolding perfectly for me," or "I am exactly where I need to be." These affirmations help to release any feelings of impatience and keep you aligned with a higher frequency of trust and calm. Detachment also involves shifting your focus away from the outcome and instead putting your energy into the present moment. When you focus too much on what you want in the future, you may become blind to the magic and opportunities that are already available to you right now. By practicing mindfulness and immersing yourself fully in each present moment, you release the stress and anxiety that comes from worrying about what's to come. This doesn't mean you stop visualizing or working toward your goals, rather. It means you find joy in the process of manifesting, not just in the end result. Another effective approach is to engage in activities that bring you genuine pleasure and fulfillment. These activities can act as a natural form of detachment because they keep you in a state of flow where you are not obsessively thinking about your desires. Whether it's exercising, painting, meditating, spending time in nature, or simply reading a book, find something that allows you to disconnect from the stress of wanting and instead fosters a sense of contentment. When you are enjoying your life and not constantly thinking about your desires, you emit a more positive and relaxed energy that is actually more conducive to manifestation. Additionally, gratitude plays a pivotal role in mastering detachment. When you practice gratitude, you focus on the abundance you already have rather than what you lack. Make it a habit to express gratitude daily, not just for the blessings in your life, but also for the desires you are working to manifest, as if they have already been fulfilled. This not only raises your vibration, but also shifts your mindset from scarcity to abundance. By appreciating what you already have, you create space for more blessings to flow into your life without clinging to specific outcomes. It's also important to recognize that detachment requires a mindset of abundance rather than scarcity. When you are operating from a place of scarcity, you may feel that you need to cling tightly to your desires because you fear there isn't enough for everyone, or you may believe that if you don't get what you want, you'll be left empty or unfulfilled. Shifting to an abundance mindset means believing that there is more than enough for everyone and that you are worthy of receiving your desires. It means trusting that the universe has an infinite supply of resources, love, opportunities, and possibilities. When you truly embrace this belief, detachment becomes easier because you no longer fear loss or lack. To strengthen your ability to detach, consider the practice of non-attachment to specific outcomes. This means being open to the possibility that your desires could manifest in ways you haven't even imagined. Often the universe has a far greater plan for you than the one you've created in your mind. By releasing the need for things to happen exactly as you envisioned, you allow the universe to work its magic and surprise you with outcomes that may be even better than you could have dreamed. It's about being flexible and open, rather than rigid and controlling. One practical exercise for practicing detachment is to set your intentions and then release them. After you've visualized or scripted your desires, take a moment to affirm that you are surrendering them to the universe. You might even visualize placing your desires in a box and handing that box over to the universe, trusting that it will take care of the rest. This symbolic act reinforces the idea that you are releasing control and leaving room for the universe to do its part. Then, instead of constantly revisiting your desires, focus on living your life with as much joy and presence as possible. Another aspect of detachment is dealing with setbacks or delays in your manifestation journey. It's easy to become discouraged or frustrated when things don't seem to be happening as quickly as you'd like. However, these moments are opportunities to strengthen your faith and practice patience. View any setbacks as redirections or as periods of preparation. Sometimes the universe is aligning other factors or waiting for you to grow into the person who is ready to receive your desires. Instead of resisting these moments, lean into them with a sense of curiosity and trust, knowing that everything is working out for your highest good. Remember that detachment does not mean a lack of passion or commitment. It doesn't mean giving up on your dreams or settling for less. Rather, it's about cultivating an inner peace and stability that doesn't waver, regardless of external circumstances. It's about knowing that you are complete and whole, with or without the things you are manifesting. This inner sense of fulfillment becomes the foundation from which all of your desires can flow naturally, without effort or force. Meditation is a powerful tool that can help you align and balance your energy, especially when you are working on manifesting multiple things at once. When you have several desires in your heart, it's easy to become overwhelmed or feel scattered. You may find your energy pulled in different directions, which can create confusion and hinder the manifestation process. Meditating to align and balance yourself ensures that your energy is coherent, focused, and attuned to the highest frequencies of abundance and positivity. The first step in using meditation for alignment and balance is to set a clear intention before you start your practice. Take a few moments to reflect on your desires and the outcomes you wish to manifest. Then, bring your attention inward, breathing deeply to relax your mind and body. By setting this intention, you are giving your subconscious mind a directive to focus on aligning your energy with your goals. This simple act of conscious focus helps create a pathway for your energy to flow more freely and harmoniously. As you begin your meditation, pay attention to your breath. Breathing is a powerful way to connect to the present moment and center yourself. Inhale deeply, holding the breath for a moment, and then exhale slowly, releasing any tension or stress you may be carrying. This cycle of conscious breathing calms your nervous system and helps clear your mind of worries or distractions. As you continue to breathe deeply and rhythmically, imagine yourself drawing in universal energy with every inhale and releasing doubts, fears, and limitations with every exhale. This exchange of energy helps cleanse and balance your aura, preparing you for deeper alignment with your desires. Visualization is a key component of meditation for alignment and balance. Once you are in a relaxed state, close your eyes and visualize a beautiful light radiating from the center of your being. This light represents your highest self, your purest intention, and your deepest truth. Imagine this light growing brighter and stronger, expanding to fill your entire body, and then extending outward, surrounding you in a protective bubble of positive energy. This visualization strengthens your energetic field and ensures that you are vibrating at a high frequency, which is essential for manifesting your desires. As you continue to visualize, focus on each of your desires one by one. See them as clear images in your mind's eye, and imagine each desire as a unique frequency or vibration. Rather than feeling overwhelmed by the multiplicity of your desires, see them as different notes in a harmonious symphony. Feel the energy of each desire resonating within you, but also notice how they all coexist beautifully, complementing and enhancing one another. This visualization helps you realize that your desires do not have to compete for your attention or energy. They can coexist in perfect harmony, and you can hold space for all of them with ease. Balancing your chakras is another effective meditation technique for aligning your energy. Your chakras are energy centers that influence different aspects of your physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. When any of these energy centers are out of balance, it can disrupt the flow of manifestation. To balance your chakras, start at the root chakra, located at the base of your spine. Visualize a red, vibrant energy spinning and glowing, grounding you and providing you with stability and a sense of security. Move upward through each chakra, from the sacral to the solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and crown, visualizing each energy center as a bright, balanced light. As you align and balance each chakra, you are creating an open channel for universal energy to flow through you effortlessly. Mantra meditation can also be an incredibly effective practice for aligning and balancing your energy. Choose a mantra that resonates with your intentions, such as I am aligned with the energy of abundance, or I am in perfect harmony with all of my desires. As you silently repeat your chosen mantra, let the words sink deep into your subconscious mind. The repetition of the mantra creates a vibrational field that tunes your energy to a higher frequency. Over time, your subconscious mind starts to accept these affirmations as truth, and you naturally become more aligned with the energy of what you are manifesting. Focusing on your heart center is another way to align and balance your energy during meditation. Your heart chakra is the bridge between your physical and spiritual self, and it plays a vital role in manifestation. Place your hands over your heart and feel its warmth and rhythm. Imagine a bright green light, the color associated with the heart chakra, emanating from your chest. As you breathe, feel this green light expanding and filling you with unconditional love, gratitude, and compassion. Connecting with your heart center helps you to manifest from a place of love rather than fear or lack. It reminds you that you are worthy of receiving all the blessings you desire, and that you are connected to a loving and abundant universe. Guided meditations can also be helpful, especially if you are new to the practice, or if you find it difficult to focus on your own. Listening to a guided meditation that is specifically designed for alignment and balance can take you on a journey of relaxation and visualization, making it easier to tap into the energy of your desires. These meditations often include soothing music, nature sounds, or calming voices that help you release stress and tune into a state of flow. As you follow along, you may find it easier to let go of worries and align your energy with your highest intentions. Balancing your energy also involves releasing any blocks or limiting beliefs that may be hindering your manifestations. During your meditation, ask yourself if there are any doubts, fears, or negative beliefs lurking in your subconscious mind. These could be thoughts like, I'm not good enough, or I'll never be able to manifest all of these things. When these thoughts arise, don't judge or resist them. Acknowledge their presence, and then visualize them dissolving or being carried away by a gentle breeze. This act of releasing limiting beliefs clears the path for new, empowering thoughts to take their place, making your energy more aligned with abundance and possibility. As you deepen your meditation practice, make it a habit to scan your body and notice where you may be holding on to tension or resistance. Often our bodies can store emotions and energetic blocks that affect our ability to manifest. For example, you might notice tightness in your chest if you are feeling anxiety, or tension in your stomach if you are worried about a specific outcome. Use your breath to release these physical sensations, imagining each inhale filling that area with soothing energy and each exhale releasing the tension. This body scan practice helps you become more in tune with your physical and energetic state, making it easier to maintain balance. Consistency is key. Like any skill, meditation for alignment and balance becomes more effective with regular practice. Even dedicating just 10 to 20 minutes a day to this practice can create significant shifts in your energy and mindset. Make meditation a non-negotiable part of your routine, just like brushing your teeth or eating meals. As you commit to this practice, you'll notice that your energy becomes more stable, your intuition sharpens, and your manifestations flow with greater ease and synchronicity. Staying open to inspired action is one of the most dynamic and crucial elements of manifesting multiple desires simultaneously. When you align your energy with your intentions and visualize your desires coming to fruition, the universe begins to move in your favor. Opportunities present themselves, synchronicities occur, and intuitive nudges guide you along your path. However, to fully take advantage of these divine orchestrations, you must be ready to recognize and act upon the inspiration that comes your way. It's about maintaining a state of readiness, where you can effortlessly respond to the guidance the universe provides. To truly stay open to inspired action, it's important to cultivate a mindset of receptivity. Often people become so attached to their plans and routines that they close themselves off from the subtle cues and whispers that life offers. Inspired action doesn't always come in the form of a grand revelation. Sometimes it's a quiet, almost imperceptible pull in a particular direction. It might be a sudden thought to call someone, a desire to visit a specific location, or an idea that sparks excitement. Being receptive means staying present and aware, so that you can notice when these insights come. Being present is a practice in itself, and it requires you to quiet your mind and detach from unnecessary distractions. Our modern world is filled with noise and stimulation, making it easy to overlook the subtle signals that guide us toward our desires. To stay open to inspired action, take time to clear your mental space regularly. This could mean setting boundaries around your screen time, practicing mindfulness, or simply taking regular moments of silence to ground yourself. When your mind is quiet and focused, you create an environment in which inspiration can flourish. An essential part of recognizing inspired action is differentiating it from impulsive or fear-based reactions. Inspired action often comes from a place of peace and excitement, rather than anxiety or desperation. It's a feeling that ignites a sense of joy or curiosity within you. When you receive an idea or feel drawn to a certain course of action, tune into your body's response. Does it feel light, uplifting, and expansive, or does it feel heavy and restrictive? Your body is an excellent barometer for discerning whether an action is truly inspired or not. Trusting your intuition is also key to staying open to inspired action. Intuition is like a compass that guides you in the direction of your highest good. Unfortunately, many people have been conditioned to ignore their intuitive insights, favoring logic and external validation instead. To strengthen your intuitive abilities, practice listening to your inner voice in small, everyday situations. This might mean taking a different route home just because it feels right, or choosing a book to read based on your gut feeling. The more you trust and act on your intuition, the stronger and clearer it becomes, paving the way for inspired action in larger aspects of your life. The timing of inspired action can sometimes be unexpected. The universe does not operate on a predictable, human-made schedule. Instead, it unfolds in its own divine timing, and opportunities can arise when you least expect them. Staying open means being flexible and willing to adjust your plans when necessary. It means not being so rigid in your expectations that you miss out on something extraordinary simply because it doesn't fit into your preconceived idea of how things should unfold. Flexibility allows you to flow with the energy of the universe rather than resist it. Another aspect of staying open to inspired action involves being willing to step outside your comfort zone. Manifesting multiple desires often requires you to take bold and courageous steps that may feel unfamiliar or even intimidating. This is because inspired action can push you to grow, evolve, and expand beyond what you already know. If you find yourself feeling nervous about taking a certain action, remind yourself that growth often happens in moments of discomfort. Embrace the idea that stepping into the unknown is a natural part of the manifestation process. It's important to remain patient and trust that every action you take, whether big or small, is contributing to your manifestation. Sometimes inspired action may not yield immediate results, and it can be tempting to doubt whether you're on the right path. However, trust that every inspired step is part of a larger picture that you may not fully see yet. Each action sets off a chain of events that brings you closer to your desires, even if the connection isn't obvious right away. This trust in the unfolding process helps you maintain a positive and receptive state of mind. Journaling can be a powerful tool to help you stay open to inspired action. At the end of each day, reflect on any insights, intuitive feelings, or opportunities that came your way. Writing them down not only helps you process these experiences, but also reinforces your ability to recognize and act upon them in the future. You may start to notice patterns or recurring themes that guide you toward your goals. This awareness allows you to deepen your connection with your intuition and understand the ways in which the universe communicates with you. Another practical method for staying open is to regularly affirm that you are ready and willing to take inspired action. Affirmations such as "I am open to divine guidance," or "I trust and act on my intuition" can serve as daily reminders of your commitment to staying receptive. These affirmations reprogram your subconscious mind to stay alert for opportunities and reinforce your belief that the universe is always working in your favor. By consciously declaring your openness, you align your energy with the flow of abundance and become a magnet for inspired opportunities. Surrounding yourself with people who uplift and support your manifestation journey can also make a significant difference. The energy of those around you can either amplify or hinder your ability to recognize inspired action. Spend time with individuals who encourage you to follow your intuition and who understand the power of inspired steps. They can provide fresh perspectives, spark new ideas, and even serve as catalysts for taking bold action. A supportive community can help you stay accountable and motivated as you pursue multiple manifestations. Staying open to inspired action also means being willing to take risks. Sometimes an opportunity may present itself that feels exciting yet daunting. Perhaps it requires an investment of time, money, or energy, or maybe it pushes you to showcase your talents in a public way. In these moments, remind yourself that every great manifestation involves a degree of risk. Taking inspired action is about having faith that the universe wouldn't guide you towards something unless it had a purpose in your growth and success. Embrace these opportunities as signs that you are expanding and evolving in alignment with your desires. Staying open to inspired action is a dynamic dance between intention and intuition. It requires you to be both proactive and receptive, trusting that the universe will provide you with the right cues and opportunities. By maintaining a sense of curiosity and adventure, you become a co-creator with the universe, actively participating in the manifestation of your dreams while remaining open to the magic of the unknown. The more you practice this art of staying open, the more fluidly your desires will manifest in ways that are often more magnificent than you could have planned or imagined. Expressing gratitude for what you have already manifested is an essential practice when it comes to attracting more of your desires. Gratitude is a powerful vibration, one that communicates to the universe that you are content and appreciative of what has been provided. When you express sincere gratitude for what you have, you align yourself with the frequency of abundance, signaling that you are ready to receive even more. This practice not only keeps your energy high, but also creates a positive feedback loop where your life continues to be filled with blessings and manifestations. The essence of gratitude lies in its ability to shift your focus from lack to abundance. So often we are conditioned to notice what we do not have or what is still missing from our lives. By actively choosing to express gratitude for what has already come into existence, you train your mind to see the good and recognize the miracles that have already unfolded. This perspective shift is crucial for manifesting multiple things at once, because it keeps your vibration elevated and opens your heart to more opportunities. Gratitude transforms your mindset from a state of wanting and needing to a state of fulfillment and joy. To practice gratitude effectively, it is important to make it a daily ritual. Many people find it beneficial to keep a gratitude journal, where they list everything they are thankful for. This could include things as small as a warm cup of coffee in the morning, or as significant as landing a new job. The act of writing down your blessings makes the experience tangible and helps reinforce the positive feelings associated with them. It also serves as a record that you can look back on to remind yourself of all the wonderful things you have already manifested, helping to build trust in your ability to manifest even more. When you express gratitude, focus not only on the material things you've received, but also on the experiences, relationships, and personal growth that have enriched your life. Perhaps you've manifested a deeper connection with a loved one, the courage to pursue a passion project, or newfound wisdom from overcoming a challenge. Recognizing these non-material blessings broadens your understanding of abundance and reminds you that manifestations come in many forms. This holistic approach to gratitude can deepen your sense of appreciation and make you even more receptive to the gifts the universe has in store. Feel the emotion of gratitude as deeply as possible when you practice it. It's not enough to simply list what you are grateful for, you must also embody the feeling that comes with it. Close your eyes and visualize the things you are thankful for, letting a wave of appreciation wash over you. Feel your heart expand and your energy lift as you focus on the blessings in your life. This emotional resonance amplifies the power of your gratitude and makes your intentions even more magnetic. When the universe senses your genuine, heartfelt appreciation, it is inspired to bring you more of what you love. Gratitude also helps you stay grounded in the present moment. Manifestation often involves looking forward to the future and envisioning what you want to bring into your reality. While this forward focus is necessary, it's equally important to remain anchored in the now. Expressing gratitude for what you already have keeps you present and prevents you from getting lost in the endless cycle of future desires. It creates a sense of contentment and peace, reminding you that, in this moment, you are complete. From this place of wholeness, you become a stronger creator, attracting what you desire without a sense of desperation or lack. Another powerful way to express gratitude is through spoken affirmations. Throughout the day, take a moment to say out loud, "I am grateful for," insert your manifestation. The act of speaking your gratitude amplifies your intention and reinforces it in your subconscious mind. Your words have energy and power, and when you express gratitude verbally, you create a stronger connection between your inner and outer reality. Feel free to express gratitude not just in private moments, but also in your interactions with others. When you share your appreciation openly, you uplift the energy around you and inspire those around you to do the same. Gratitude also serves as a reminder of your co-creative power. Every manifestation, no matter how big or small, is evidence that you have the ability to shape your reality. When you take the time to acknowledge and celebrate these manifestations, you strengthen your belief in your own creative abilities. This self-assurance is crucial when you are working on manifesting multiple desires simultaneously. It reminds you that if you could manifest in the past, you can certainly do so again. Gratitude reinforces your trust in the process and gives you the confidence to continue dreaming big. Sometimes gratitude may require a conscious effort, especially during challenging times or when manifestations seem slow to appear. In these moments, it's helpful to remember that every experience has something to teach you, and that even difficulties can be a source of growth and insight. Expressing gratitude for the lessons learned during tough times can be incredibly empowering. It shifts your perspective from feeling like a victim of circumstance to understanding that everything is happening for your highest good. This sense of appreciation, even for life's challenges, can accelerate your manifestations by keeping your energy positive and resilient. It is also important to express gratitude for the things that are still on their way to you. This may sound counterintuitive, but being thankful in advance is a powerful manifestation technique. When you say thank you for your future manifestation as if it has already happened, you are acting as if your desire is already fulfilled. This creates a sense of expectation and certainty, which can help bring your manifestation into reality faster. You are essentially collapsing the timeline between your desire and its fulfillment by energetically embracing it as already yours. You can also express gratitude creatively by giving back to the world around you. When you feel abundant, share that abundance in whatever way you can. It could be through acts of kindness, volunteering your time, or simply offering a smile to a stranger. Giving back from a place of gratitude not only spreads positivity, but also reinforces your sense of abundance. It reminds you that there is always more than enough to go around, and that the universe is an endlessly generous source. This cycle of giving and receiving keeps the energy of gratitude flowing in your life. Visualization is another powerful way to express gratitude for your manifestations. Take a few minutes each day to close your eyes and picture your life filled with everything you are grateful for. See yourself experiencing joy, love, success, or whatever it is that you have manifested. Imagine the details vividly and allow yourself to feel the emotions associated with these blessings. Visualization makes your gratitude more real and tangible, enhancing your manifestation power. By repeatedly visualizing and feeling grateful, you reinforce your belief that more good things are on their way. Remember that gratitude is a state of being, not just a momentary practice. Strive to carry a sense of appreciation throughout your day, even in the simplest of moments. Whether you're eating a meal, spending time in nature, or engaging in conversation with a loved one, pause to savor and appreciate the experience. Gratitude weaves a thread of magic into your everyday life, turning ordinary moments into extraordinary blessings. When you make gratitude a way of life, you create a reality that is abundant, fulfilling, and continuously expanding with new manifestations. In conclusion, manifesting multiple things at once requires a delicate blend of clarity, focus, and openness. By beginning with a deep understanding of your desires and feeling each of them as if already fulfilled, you create a powerful energetic foundation. Tools like a vision board enhance your focus, while mastering detachment ensures that you do not create resistance by holding on too tightly. Meditation becomes a balancing force, keeping your energies aligned and receptive. And remaining open to inspired action allows the universe to guide you toward your goals in often unexpected but perfect ways. Expressing gratitude completes the cycle, reinforcing your connection to abundance and amplifying your manifestation power. By integrating these practices into your life, you step into a state of continuous creation, where multiple desires can unfold harmoniously and effortlessly. Imagine standing in the middle of a storm. The wind howls, the rain pours, and everything around you seems chaotic. Most people would be consumed by the storm, feeling its cold touch and hearing its deafening roar. But what if I told you there was a way to stay completely untouched, to remain calm and unaffected, regardless of the chaos swirling around you? What if your power lies not in fighting the storm, but in refusing to acknowledge its dominance over you? Now, think about the circumstances in your life. How often do you let your surroundings dictate how you feel, what you think, and what you believe is possible? You see bills piling up, relationships strained, or opportunities slipping away, and it feels overwhelming. But what if these are just illusions, fleeting reflections of yesterday's thoughts, and not the ultimate truth of your existence? The truth is, your surroundings have no power over you, unless you grant them authority. They are nothing more than a mirage, an echo of beliefs you held in the past. By clinging to them, you trap yourself in a cycle of limitations. But when you learn to look beyond them, to trust in the unseen, rather than the seen, you unlock a limitless potential that transforms your reality. This is not a concept meant to inspire momentary hope. It is a life-altering principle, one that can change everything about how you live, think, and manifest. If you're ready to step into a world where your inner vision matters more than the outer noise, then listen closely. This might be the most important message you ever hear. Your outer world reflects your inner beliefs, not the other way around. This principle is the foundation of all transformation. The world you experience, the circumstances you encounter, and the relationships you hold are not random occurrences. They are mirrors, perfect reflections of the thoughts and beliefs you carry within yourself. Every action, every encounter, every twist of fate is merely the physical manifestation of an idea that first lived in your mind. You cannot change the reflection by manipulating the mirror. You must change the source, the inner image. Your beliefs act as the blueprint for your reality. What you hold true about yourself, others, and the world shapes how events unfold. If you believe life is a constant struggle, you will see evidence to support that belief everywhere you look. Challenges will seem unending, and success will feel elusive. On the other hand, if you hold firm to the belief that life is abundant and opportunities flow to you effortlessly, the world will rearrange itself to match that conviction. The outer world is malleable, but only when the inner world is transformed. Think about the power of your assumptions. If you enter a situation believing you will fail, you carry an energy that influences everything from your actions to the responses you receive. Your hesitation and self-doubt become a signal that others unconsciously pick up on, reinforcing the outcome you anticipated. Conversely, when you carry a belief in your success, that confidence shapes your behavior. You approach challenges with assurance, attracting cooperation, solutions, and success. The world cannot help but conform to the belief you radiate. It's important to realize that this principle operates at all times, whether you are aware of it or not. Even in moments of doubt or despair, your beliefs are crafting your experience. Many people look at their surroundings and conclude that they are victims of external forces, society, circumstances, or chance. But this is an illusion. The outer world is a secondary creation, a byproduct of the dominant beliefs you entertain. This is why lasting change cannot come from changing the environment alone. It must originate from within. Your current circumstances are not the enemy, nor are they permanent. They are simply feedback, revealing the beliefs you've held up to this point. If you find yourself in an undesirable situation, recognize that it is not the ultimate reality. It is merely a snapshot of a moment when you believe something limiting about yourself or your possibilities. Instead of reacting to what you see, begin to shift the beliefs that created it. The outer world will follow suit, because it is powerless to do otherwise. Consider the analogy of a projector and a screen. The screen represents your life, and the projector symbolizes your mind. What appears on the screen is determined by the images in the projector, not the other way around. No matter how much you focus on changing the screen, the image will remain the same unless you adjust the film running through the projector. In the same way, your life will remain as it is until you shift the beliefs that are being projected into it. This understanding also frees you from the need to control external circumstances. So many people exhaust themselves trying to manipulate their surroundings, believing that their happiness and success depend on changing people, events, or outcomes. But this is unnecessary labor. The true work lies in changing your beliefs. When you align your inner world with the reality you desire, the outer world will align effortlessly. There is no force, no circumstance, no obstacle that can resist the power of your inner conviction. It is also vital to recognize that your outer world reflects both your conscious and unconscious beliefs. While you may consciously desire wealth, health, or love, if your subconscious holds contrary beliefs, perhaps rooted in fear, guilt, or unworthiness, those will dominate your reality. To change your life, you must delve deeply into your mind, uncovering and reshaping those hidden patterns that no longer serve you. This process requires introspection and a willingness to question everything you hold to be true about yourself and the world. Remember, the outer world is neutral. It does not judge, decide, or dictate, it simply reflects. It is like a blank canvas, waiting for you to decide what image will fill its space. Every thought you persist in becomes a brushstroke, every belief a hue of color. The masterpiece that emerges is entirely in your hands. If you dislike the picture before you, do not despair. You are not powerless. You have the ability to change the inner image, and when you do, the canvas will transform as well. Let this realization empower you. No longer see your surroundings as fixed, but as fluid expressions of the limitless power within you. The world has no choice but to reflect what you consistently hold as true. You are not at the mercy of external forces, you are the creator of them. When you fully understand this, you step into a position of unmatched power. For you realize that the key to everything lies not outside of you, but within. Focusing on circumstances anchors you to limitations. Circumstances, by their very nature, are temporary and ever-changing, yet when you fixate on them, you give them power they were never meant to possess. To focus on circumstances is to chain yourself to the past, as what you see today is merely the residual effect of thoughts and beliefs that have already played out. It is like staring at the ripples on a pond, believing that they hold the key to the movement of the water, while ignoring the stone that caused them. Circumstances are the ripples' outcomes of prior beliefs, but they are not the cause of anything. When you place your attention on circumstances, you limit your ability to imagine a different reality. You become trapped in a loop where the present seems to dictate the future. If you believe that what you see is all that is possible, you stifle the creative power within you. The more you observe and react to the current state of things, the more deeply you embed those conditions into your experience. You become a passive observer rather than an active creator, and the world around you mirrors this state of passivity. Circumstances also create an illusion of permanence. They whisper that this is the way things are, that they cannot be changed, and that you must accept them as they stand. But this is a great deception. Nothing in the external world is fixed. Everything is subject to change the moment you decide to shift your focus. However, when you focus on the present conditions, you feed the illusion. You reinforce the idea that your life is bound by what you see and experience, rather than by what you imagine and believe. The danger of focusing on circumstances lies in the energy you give them. Attention is a form of energy, and where you place your attention, you place your power. By focusing on the limitations of your current situation, you strengthen them, making them appear more real and insurmountable. You may feel frustrated, overwhelmed, or even defeated, not realizing that you are feeding the very conditions you wish to escape. Your attention becomes the fuel that keeps those circumstances alive. This fixation on circumstances also blinds you to possibilities. When you are consumed by what is, you lose sight of what could be. Your imagination, which is your greatest tool for transformation, becomes dormant. Instead of envisioning a new reality, you become preoccupied with analyzing, complaining about, or resisting the existing one. This mental and emotional engagement keeps you tethered to the current state, preventing the birth of new conditions that align with your desires. Circumstances can be seductive because they appeal to your senses. They seem tangible, undeniable, and immediate. You can see them, hear them, and feel their presence. But relying on your senses as the sole measure of reality is a grave mistake. The senses are limited. They can only perceive what already exists, not what is possible. By giving your senses authority over your mind, you surrender your creative power. You allow what is seen to govern what is imagined, rather than letting your imagination dictate what is seen. Focusing on circumstances also fosters a reactive mindset. Instead of initiating change from within, you find yourself reacting to external triggers. A setback at work, a disagreement with a loved one, or a financial strain can feel like immovable obstacles when your attention is on them. You expend your energy responding to these challenges, rather than redirecting that energy toward imagining the outcome you truly desire. Reactivity keeps you in a state of survival, unable to rise above the limitations that circumstances present. Another pitfall of focusing on circumstances is the reinforcement of negative patterns. When you dwell on lack, failure, or struggle, you inadvertently perpetuate those experiences. Your thoughts and feelings create a vibration that attracts more of the same. For example, if you focus on the lack of money, you align yourself with the energy of scarcity, which then draws more scarcity into your life. It becomes a self-fulfilling cycle, where the focus on undesirable circumstances generates more of them. Circumstances also distract you from your inner power. They pull your attention outward, away from the true source of change, your mind. When you are preoccupied with what is happening around you, you lose sight of your ability to influence it from within. You may even begin to believe that external forces hold the key to your happiness or success, forgetting that these forces are merely reflections of your inner state. This external focus weakens your connection to your own creative authority. To focus on circumstances is to hand over control of your life to external conditions. It is to live as though the world happens to you, rather than through you. This mindset breeds feelings of helplessness and victimhood, as you perceive yourself as being at the mercy of situations you cannot change. But in truth, the power has always been within you. Circumstances are not the masters of your fate. They are the byproducts of your beliefs, and as such, they are entirely within your capacity to transform. Your imagination is the true reality trusted over appearances. Imagination is the realm where all creation begins. It is not a mere flight of fancy or idle daydreaming. It is the engine of reality itself. Everything that exists in the world, every object, structure, or invention, first existed in someone's imagination. It was seen clearly in the mind's eye long before it took physical form. This is the creative process at its core, envisioning what is not yet visible and allowing that vision to guide the unfolding of events. The mistake many make is believing that the physical world holds greater validity than the imagined one. They trust what they can see, touch, and measure, dismissing the unseen realm of thought and imagination as less real. But appearances are deceptive. The physical world is only a shadow, a reflection of the activity occurring within the imagination. It is imagination that gives life and substance to what we later perceive as material reality. Without it, nothing could come into existence. Imagination transcends the limitations of the senses. While the physical senses are confined to observing what is, imagination has the power to create what could be. It can leap beyond the boundaries of time and space, envisioning possibilities that seem impossible by the standards of the present. This is why imagination must always take precedence over appearances. The world around you may scream of lack or failure, but your imagination can whisper of abundance and triumph. When you trust the whisper over the scream, you align yourself with a higher reality. To trust imagination over appearances is to live in the state of what could be rather than what is. Appearances are fleeting. They are the product of past thoughts and beliefs, crystallized into form. But imagination is infinite. It holds the potential for transformation, regardless of what the present moment looks like. When you fix your mind on a vision, allowing your imagination to shape and color it with vivid detail, you initiate a process that begins to override the current conditions and bring your vision into being. Imagination is also the gateway to freedom. In moments when circumstances seem overwhelming or restrictive, the power of imagination can lift you above them. It allows you to step out of the confines of the current reality and into a space where all things are possible. This is not escapism, it is empowerment. By imagining yourself as already possessing what you desire, you generate a sense of certainty and confidence that breaks the chains of limitation. Trusting imagination requires faith. It demands that you look beyond what is immediately visible and believe in the unseen forces at work. This faith is not blind, it is rooted in the understanding that imagination is the source of all creation. When you persist in your vision, even in the face of contradictory appearances, you set in motion a chain of events that the physical world must eventually conform to. Imagination is the blueprint, and the world has no choice but to build upon it. Imagination is also deeply personal. No one else can see or dictate the visions that arise within you. This is why it is so powerful it is uniquely yours, untouched by the opinions, doubts, or limitations of others. While the outer world may try to impose its standards and expectations on you, your imagination remains sovereign. It is your private sanctuary where you can design a reality that aligns with your deepest desires and highest aspirations. The creative power of imagination lies in its vividness. The more clearly you can see, feel, and experience something in your mind, the more real it becomes. This is because the subconscious mind does not distinguish between what is imagined and what is experienced. It accepts the imagined reality as truth, and in doing so it begins to shape the outer world to reflect that truth. When you trust your imagination over appearances, you are effectively instructing your subconscious to prioritize your vision over the present conditions. Imagination also connects you to the infinite. While appearances are bound by the constraints of the physical world, imagination knows no such limits. It can explore realms and possibilities that defy logic, physics, and practicality. It allows you to transcend the ordinary and access the extraordinary. This is why so many of history's greatest achievements began with ideas that seemed absurd or impossible. The individuals who accomplished them trusted their imagination more than the apparent obstacles. The physical world may seem solid and immovable, but it is, in truth, pliable. It responds to the directions given by your imagination. When you understand this, you begin to see appearances for what they are: temporary manifestations of old thoughts. They are not the ultimate reality. Imagination holds the true reality, for it is the birthplace of everything that was, is, and will be. By trusting it fully, you step into the role of creator, shaping the world around you to reflect the limitless potential within. Energy flows where attention goes directed to what you desire, not what is. The power of your attention is immense, for it acts as a magnetic force that draws into your experience whatever you focus upon. Attention is not passive, it is an active, creative energy. When you give your attention to something, you are feeding it your energy, nurturing it, and bringing it closer to manifestation. Whether it is a fleeting thought or a deeply held belief, where your attention rests, your energy flows, and where your energy flows, reality takes shape. Focusing on what is, especially if it contradicts your desires, anchors you to the status quo. It reinforces the existing conditions as your attention validates them, giving them strength and permanence. Even if you do so out of frustration or resistance, the act of focusing on an undesirable situation keeps it alive in your reality. The universe does not interpret your focus as approval or disapproval, it simply registers the energy you are directing and expands it. To shift your reality, you must therefore shift your focus. Attention is like sunlight to a seed. When directed toward what you desire, it provides the nurturing energy needed for your vision to grow and flourish. Conversely, when directed toward lack, fear, or limitation, it nourishes those states, allowing them to thrive. Imagine that every thought you think and every emotion you feel is a vote cast toward the reality you are creating. By directing your attention to what you desire, you cast votes for your ideal future, ensuring it gains momentum and substance. Focusing on what is often stems from a sense of obligation to the physical world. The senses tell you that what you see is real, demanding your attention and urging you to accept the present circumstances as the ultimate truth. However, the senses are not the arbiters of reality. They are limited tools for perceiving what has already been created. By placing your attention solely on the visible, you confine yourself to the past, as the current reality is nothing more than a delayed reflection of previous thoughts and beliefs. When you direct your attention to what you desire, you step into the role of creator rather than observer. You stop reacting to life and start actively shaping it. This shift in focus allows you to break free from the cycle of reinforcing what is, opening the door for new possibilities to emerge. By holding your vision of what you desire firmly in your mind, you give your energy a clear destination. This clarity creates alignment, enabling your thoughts, emotions, and actions to move harmoniously toward the realization of your vision. Directing your attention toward your desires also cultivates a sense of empowerment. It reminds you that you are not at the mercy of your circumstances, but are instead the architect of your reality. Each time you consciously redirect your focus from what is to what could be, you exercise your creative authority. This act of choosing where your energy flows strengthens your belief in your ability to manifest your desires, which in turn accelerates the process of bringing them into form. The practice of directing attention requires discipline and awareness that the mind is often drawn to distractions, many of which center around present conditions or fears of the future. But these distractions are merely tests of your resolve. Each time you notice your attention wandering to what is, you have the opportunity to gently guide it back to what you desire. This consistent redirection trains your mind to prioritize your vision over your circumstances, reinforcing the energy you wish to cultivate. Emotion plays a significant role in where your attention goes. When you focus on what you desire with feelings of joy, gratitude, and expectation, you amplify the energy you are sending toward that vision. Positive emotions act as accelerators, boosting the vibrational frequency of your desires and aligning you with their fulfillment. Conversely, focusing on what is often triggers emotions of frustration, worry, or doubt, which lower your vibration and attract more of the same. By directing your attention to what you desire, you activate the law of attraction in its purest form. The energy of your focus, combined with the emotional charge you bring to it, acts as a beacon, drawing similar frequencies toward you. This is not a process of forcing or striving, but of aligning and allowing. The more consistently you focus on your desires, the more natural it becomes to expect their manifestation, and the less you feel compelled to dwell on the current conditions. Ultimately, the practice of directing your attention to what you desire is an act of faith in your creative power. It is a declaration that you trust the unseen forces at work, even when the visible world suggests otherwise. Each moment of focused attention is a step toward transforming your vision into reality. By choosing to let your energy flow toward what you desire, rather than what is, you assert your role as the deliberate creator of your experience, shaping a reality that reflects your highest aspirations. Circumstances are temporary, your vision shapes what's eternal. The world around you is in constant flux. Every event, every situation, and every condition is transient, shifting and evolving moment by moment. What seems monumental today may fade into insignificance tomorrow. This impermanence is the nature of circumstances. They are not fixed or eternal, but rather fleeting reflections of past thoughts, beliefs, and actions. To anchor yourself in these temporary conditions is to tether your life to a shifting ground, losing sight of the steady foundation of your vision. Vision, by contrast, is the eternal force that transcends the ever-changing landscape of circumstances. It is the steady light that guides you through the storms of doubt and uncertainty. Vision is not limited by time, space, or present conditions. It exists as a timeless blueprint for what you can become, always available to you, untouched by the ebb and flow of external events. When you hold steadfast to your vision, you align yourself with the unchanging truth of who you are and what you are capable of creating. Circumstances, no matter how imposing they may seem, are merely the effects of past states of mind. They are not determinants of your future unless you allow them to be. Many fall into the trap of equating their current reality with their ultimate potential, forgetting that the conditions of today were shaped by the thoughts and beliefs of yesterday. To let circumstances dictate your actions or emotions is to surrender your creative power to the remnants of the past, forfeiting your ability to shape the future. Your vision is the antidote to the fleeting nature of circumstances. It is a declaration of what you choose to create, independent of what currently surrounds you. By focusing on your vision, you access a deeper truth that extends beyond the limitations of the moment. Your vision is the seed of eternity, capable of transcending any temporary condition. It is the unwavering beacon that reminds you that your true power lies not in reacting to circumstances, but in consciously shaping them. The temporariness of circumstances also means they hold no real authority over you unless you grant it to them. They are like clouds passing in the sky, sometimes dark and stormy, sometimes light and fleeting, but always moving, always changing. To fixate on them is to forget the vast expanse of the sky beyond. Your vision is that vastness. It remains constant, unaffected by the temporary disruptions of the clouds. When you shift your focus from the transient to the eternal, you reclaim your power as the creator of your experience. Holding to your vision requires a deep understanding that circumstances are not fixed realities but malleable constructs. They respond to the energy and focus you direct toward them. If you give your energy to what is, you reinforce its presence, prolonging its stay. But if you withdraw your energy from the temporary and invest it in your vision, you begin to dissolve the hold of the current conditions, making way for the manifestation of your desired reality. This is the transformative power of vision. Power of vision, it overrides the fleeting and reshapes the enduring. Circumstances often act as mirrors, reflecting back to you the state of your inner world. They are not punishments or rewards, but feedback, showing you the alignment of your thoughts and beliefs. If you see limitations, lack, or struggle in your external world, it is a call to refine and elevate your vision. The moment you shift your focus from the reflection to the source, from the circumstances to your vision, you initiate a powerful transformation that ripples outward, reshaping the very fabric of your reality. Vision also has the unique ability to inspire resilience in the face of adversity. When circumstances seem overwhelming or insurmountable, it is your vision that reminds you of the larger picture, the greater purpose beyond the immediate struggle. It gives you the strength to persevere, to rise above the temporary challenges, and to keep moving forward. Vision anchors you in the eternal, empowering you to navigate the changing tides of life with confidence and clarity. The key to shaping what's eternal is to see beyond what is visible. The circumstances around you may appear dominant, but they are only surface-level manifestations. Beneath them lies the infinite potential of your vision, waiting to be activated by your belief and focus. When you hold to your vision with unwavering conviction, you infuse it with the energy of creation, setting in motion the process that will eventually bring it into form. The temporary conditions begin to dissolve, replaced by the reality shaped by your enduring vision. Your vision connects you to the essence of who you truly are, a creator, unbound by the limitations of the physical world. It reminds you that while circumstances may shift and change, your ability to imagine, believe, and create remains constant. This eternal truth is your greatest power. By choosing to focus on your vision, rather than the fleeting nature of circumstances, you align yourself with this power, ensuring that your life reflects the infinite possibilities that lie within you. Detach from sensory validation and cultivate unwavering faith. The senses are compelling storytellers, presenting a vivid and immediate narrative of the world around you. They tempt you to believe that what they show you is the ultimate truth, urging you to anchor your beliefs and actions to the evidence they provide. But the senses, while powerful, are limited. They can only perceive the current state of reality, a state shaped by past thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. To rely solely on sensory validation is to confine yourself to a loop where the past perpetually defines your present and future. Faith, on the other hand, operates beyond the limitations of the senses. It is an inner knowing, a conviction that transcends what is visible and tangible. Faith is not contingent upon evidence, it is a declaration of certainty in the unseen. When you cultivate unwavering faith, you liberate yourself from the tyranny of appearances. You begin to trust in the infinite potential of your imagination and the creative power of your beliefs, recognizing that what you hold within will eventually shape the world around you. Sensory validation often becomes a crutch, a way to reassure yourself that progress is being made. You look for signs, results, and confirmations, hoping they will affirm the direction you are heading. But this dependence on external validation can undermine the very power you seek to wield. The moment you allow the senses to dictate your belief, you hand over your creative authority to the visible world. True transformation requires a shift inward, where faith takes precedence over what the eyes can see. Detaching from sensory validation does not mean denying the physical world or pretending it doesn't exist. Instead, it is a conscious choice to prioritize your inner vision over outer circumstances. It is the understanding that the senses are reactive, not creative. They reflect what has already been established, but they cannot dictate what will be. By withdrawing your energy from sensory input and focusing it on your vision, you reclaim your role as the creator of your reality. Cultivating faith begins with quieting the noise of the senses and turning inward. This requires a willingness to trust in the unseen, to believe in the reality of your desires, even when no physical evidence supports them. Faith asks you to see with the eyes of imagination, to feel with the heart of belief, and to act with the certainty of someone who knows their vision is already accomplished. This inner conviction is the foundation upon which new realities are built. Faith becomes unwavering when it is rooted in the understanding of your inherent creative power. It is not blind optimism or wishful thinking, it is a deep, unshakable confidence in the laws of creation. You know that what you consistently imagine, believe, and feel must come to pass, regardless of what the senses currently show. This knowledge empowers you to detach from the need for sensory validation, allowing you to hold steadfast to your vision even in the face of doubt or delay. The practice of detaching from sensory validation often requires a shift in perspective. Instead of seeking evidence of change in the outer world, you learn to find it within. You focus on the feeling of your desire fulfilled, letting that inner state be your proof of progress. Each time you choose faith over doubt, you strengthen your alignment with your vision, accelerating the process of its manifestation. This inner alignment becomes your compass, guiding you through the uncertainties of the physical world. Sensory validation can also be deceptive, as it often reflects the residue of past beliefs rather than the truth of what is unfolding. If you base your faith on what the senses show, you risk being misled by temporary conditions. By detaching from this need for validation, you free yourself from the limitations of the current reality and open yourself to the infinite possibilities that exist beyond it. Faith allows you to navigate the unseen, trusting that the path ahead will reveal itself as you move forward. Unwavering faith is a practice, not a one-time decision. It requires daily commitment to your inner vision, a constant realignment with the truth of your creative power. There will be moments when doubt creeps in, when the senses seem to contradict your desires. In those moments, faith becomes your anchor, grounding you in the certainty that what you hold within will eventually materialize. Each time you choose faith over sensory validation, you reinforce your belief in your ability to shape your reality. Ultimately, detaching from sensory validation is an act of liberation. It frees you from the confines of the visible world, allowing you to explore the boundless potential of the unseen. By cultivating unwavering faith, you step into your role as the deliberate creator of your experience, aligning yourself with the infinite power of your imagination and the certainty of your vision's fulfillment. Master the art of ignoring distractions to embody the life you truly want. Distractions are everywhere, pulling at your attention and tempting you to stray from your focus. They come in many forms: external noise, fleeting doubts, societal expectations, and even your own wandering thoughts. These distractions may seem small, even harmless, but their cumulative effect can be profound. They dilute your energy, scatter your focus, and slow the momentum of your vision. Mastering the art of ignoring distractions is not just a skill, it is a necessity for anyone seeking to manifest the life they truly desire. Distractions are persistent because they appeal to your senses, drawing you into the immediate and the superficial. They thrive on urgency and noise, convincing you that their demands deserve your attention. But distractions are powerless without your participation. They only take hold when you grant them your focus. To overcome them, you must recognize their nature not as immovable obstacles, but as fleeting illusions that lose their grip the moment you choose to look beyond them. Ignoring distractions does not mean resisting them or fighting against them. Resistance often strengthens the very thing you wish to avoid. Instead, it means redirecting your attention to what truly matters. It requires a deliberate choice to prioritize your vision over the noise around you. Each time you do this, you reclaim your power, aligning yourself with the path that leads to your desires. This alignment is what allows you to embody the life you want, undeterred by the temporary disruptions of distractions. To master this art, you must first become aware of the distractions in your life. They may not always be obvious, sometimes they disguise themselves as responsibilities, obligations, or even opportunities. They whisper doubts into your mind, questioning your ability or the worthiness of your desires. They pull you into comparison, making you look to others for validation instead of trusting your inner guidance. By identifying these distractions, you take the first step toward neutralizing their influence. Once you are aware of distractions, the next step is to cultivate discipline. Discipline is the foundation of focus, the practice of choosing your vision over the noise again and again. It is not about perfection or never being swayed, it is about persistence. Each time you redirect your focus, you strengthen your ability to ignore distractions, making it easier to stay aligned with your desires. Over time, this discipline becomes second nature, allowing you to navigate life with clarity and purpose. A powerful way to overcome distractions is to immerse yourself fully in the feeling of your desire fulfilled. When you embody the state of already having what you want, distractions lose their appeal. They no longer hold the power to sway you because your inner world becomes so rich, so complete, that the outer noise fades into insignificance. This immersion creates a shield of focus, allowing you to move through life with unwavering confidence in your vision. Distractions often test your commitment to your desires. They appear as challenges, tempting you to question your path or compromise your vision. But these tests are opportunities in disguise. Each time you choose to ignore a distraction, you strengthen your belief in yourself and your ability to create the life you want. You demonstrate to yourself and the universe that your vision is non-negotiable, that you are willing to stay the course no matter what. The art of ignoring distractions also involves setting boundaries not just with others but with yourself. It requires a conscious effort to protect your energy and time, to say no to what does not serve your vision. This might mean limiting exposure to negative influences, stepping away from unnecessary drama, or creating environments that support your focus. By setting these boundaries, you create space for your vision to thrive, free from the clutter of distractions. Another key to mastering this art is cultivating mindfulness. Mindfulness helps you stay present, grounding you in the now instead of being pulled into the chaos of distractions. It allows you to observe distractions without attaching to them, acknowledging their presence but choosing not to engage. This practice empowers you to respond to life deliberately rather than reacting impulsively to every disruption. Ultimately, ignoring distractions is an act of devotion to your vision. It is a declaration that your desires are more important than the noise around you. Each time you choose to focus on what truly matters, you step closer to embodying the life you want. You become the living embodiment of your vision, radiating the confidence and clarity that come from mastering the art of focus. This mastery not only shapes your external reality but transforms your inner world, aligning every aspect of your being with the life you are destined to create. Your surroundings are a mirror of what you have once imagined, believed, and accepted. They are not the authority over your destiny. The power to shape your life lies within you, in your ability to detach from distractions, rise above the noise, and align with your vision. Your inner world is the seed of all creation, and by nurturing it with focus, faith, and unwavering belief, you set into motion the forces that bring your desires into reality. Ignore the temporary circumstances that attempt to define you. Refuse to let the fleeting appearances of the present moment dictate the infinite possibilities of your future. The life you want is not beyond reach. It is waiting for you to claim it through the power of your mind and the clarity of your intention. Trust in your imagination, for it is the blueprint of what will come. Turn away from the evidence of the senses, and instead, build your reality from within. By mastering your focus and living in alignment with your desires, you become a deliberate creator, unshaken by external influences. You transcend limitations and move toward a life of fulfillment and purpose. It's not about denying the world around you, it's about choosing to see beyond it, to the reality you know is already yours. In doing so, you not only transform your life but inspire others to do the same, proving that true power lies in the ability to direct your mind and heart toward what truly matters. Thank you for being here, for allowing yourself to explore these ideas, and for choosing to invest in the limitless potential within you. Your journey is unique, and your power is extraordinary. May you walk forward with faith, confidence, and clarity, knowing that you are the architect of your reality. Thank you for listening, for opening your mind and heart to this message. The life you dream of is not a distant hope, it is within your reach, waiting for you to claim it. Take this knowledge, apply it, and watch as your world begins to transform. Thank you once again, and may you move forward with unwavering belief in the power of your imagination.